So hey friends, last weekend I had the privilege of hanging out with Passin Time. If you don't know who that is, she is the one who bought Campervan Kevin's old BT Cruiser. And when she bought it from him, he did go over how everything works in it, but it's been 4 or 5 months since then and she just didn't remember what he said about a few of the things. So I told her I would take a videotape of Frugal RVGal going through a few of the things with her and showing her how they work. I told her I'd put it on YouTube so that she could go back and watch it later if she needed to. So this is just a little tour of some of the workings of the BT Cruiser. I thought maybe it wouldn't only help her, but maybe other folks who have bought new to them used RVs and just don't remember how a few of the things work. I imagine a lot of the things are the same. So yeah, I appreciate you watching this. But like I said, it's just a tour and a tutorial for Passin Time on how the things work in her BT Cruiser. Really appreciate you guys watching. Y'all stay lost, my friends. So what questions do you have about the BT Cruiser?
I want to know how to turn on my heater.
Okay.
Because I know I have propane, but I haven't tried to light the oven.
Like the oven or the...
Or he had a Mr. Buddy, Mr. Buddy hooked up to that.
Right.
And there's another one that's a longer cord underneath, but I wouldn't need that. So, what do I need?
So this...
I need to know.
This is your fuse box.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. I read the directions inside. I'm a read the directions reader. Doesn't mean I do it, but I read it. And it told me how to get it on gas.
Correct.
And I thought I did it. And since it's frozen inside,
Okay.
it must be running on gas.
It is actually, when this is depressed, it is running on auto. So it senses if you're connected to electric or gas.
So it ran on gas all night, and now that we've turned the electric on, it's
Right.
probably on electric.
And this is just the on and off. So if you wanted to turn off your refrigerator, you just turn that off.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll notice you'll have the check light on. Sometimes, and if that happens, you have both of them on. Just turn it off, then turn it back on, and it will
It's
resense.
smart enough
It's
to
smart
know.
enough. It'll say, "Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, now I'm on electric." And if we took it off of auto, it was running on gas. That light will come on.
Like
So-
saying I don't have any power right now, or saying I'm on electric again.
Well, if this is off or the button's out, it should be running on gas.
Okay.
Okay, so you could go outside and hear it too. You know, there's some
Whether it's running or
right.
not. Okay.
There'll be a flame, but when you have that on auto, then it checks to see if it's running on electric or it's running on gas.
Might as
So
well
it'll
use
run
it.
on electric if you have electric, and then otherwise it'll just go back to propane.
Yes.
So did you figure out her heater?
Okay, so here's your thermostat.
Okay.
This was just like mine in the
But I have to get the
camper.
fuel on.
Well, you've had gas on, right?
But isn't there a flame or something that you have to light? That's for the stove.
Yes. Not
Okay.
Not here. So
So if we turn it to on, we should hear it click.
yes, you should hear it come on. Okay, that's just the fan running. You'll hear the gas part, the heater, and you can feel where your little vents are.
It might have a little
One's
delay
behind my
though.
leg, I think.
It's probably going to
Yeah,
have
I
a little
feel it.
delay.
There's a big,
Right now it's just
big
air.
coat. Okay.
Yeah.
So you should be able to feel. Okay, did you hear that click?
I did hear a
Okay.
bumping type sound.
Okay, that turned on your gas. So
Okay.
now it should be starting to blow warm air.
But there's going to be a delay.
Yes.
So it's going to blow
already,
out.
It's already warmer than it was.
It'll blow
It's
out
pretty
cold for a minute, and then it'll warm up.
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
And then there'll be probably another delay when you turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll do the.
So I don't
cool
have to
down.
mess with the flame.
No.
does
No,
it
no,
automatically.
right. It's automatic.
Because I tried to get a propane detector and couldn't get one from Amazon quick enough, and the RV place I went didn't have one.
Well, you
Walmart didn't have
you
one.
I'll
do
give you
have
one. I have one in my van. I'll bring to you.
Well, he's got the other kind.
The
is
carbon
smoke
monoxide.
right
Yeah,
there.
he's got the smoke detector. Oh, he's got the.
Yeah,
That's-
that is a detector too.
Oh,
That's
good.
Yeah.
to propane.
Yes.
Is it running off electric, so she doesn't have to worry about batteries?
Well, it can run off battery too,
Uh-huh.
and it will actually drain your battery if
Okay.
you're not hooked up.
Okay.
So I had a travel trailer that I would unplug my fuse to cut that off when I wasn't traveling because it would
Smart.
burn my battery down.
See,
I'll give her the one I
know
have,
I'm not
and
getting
that way
some
I'll
on my
know she'll
solar
have one.
because this usually says 13.4.
Okay, well, you're
Okay,
right.
feel
It's
your heat
because
Oh.
it's because you're hooked up to electric. It's automatically going to turn your solar off.
Ah.
Is what Dan said.
Okay.
So your heater's working fine.
It sure is.
Right?
Yes,
Oh, that
I can
feels
feel
great.
it. It does.
Okay. So you just
Because I tried to run that last night, and when I plugged it in over here, because I knew he runs a CPAP, and I tried to plug it in over here, and it went all the way down to 11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no,
I
don't.
said,
You
"No,
don't
wait
want to
a
run
minute."
it off a solar,
Because
right?
he gave me a list,
Yeah.
you know, of what
And
the readings
that's
should
his
be.
Bible. You don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with that.
Yeah,
You want to do exactly
Yeah,
what he
you
said.
don't want
I
to.
said,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want to run a heater off the solar.
Or an air conditioner, anything that
Yeah.
really pulls. Yeah.
Mostly lights, laptop, charge, your phone, things like that. It'll be
CPAP.
good to.
Yeah.
So this is your thermostat, so you can up and down.
Okay.
You know about your air conditioner.
Yeah, well, I
filter
don't think
and
I'll
stuff.
need that.
Not right
I've had
now.
it on before.
Not
Yeah,
for
no,
a while.
that's fine.
But only on
Yeah, it is.
electricity.
Okay.
I have a rice cooker and screwdriver.
So this is your fuse panel. Okay. And it looks like he has everything written here for, pump, furnace, monitor, TV, air conditioner. So if you ever
if I
have,
need to replace a fuse.
yes, this
You'll
right
know.
here is your battery disconnect.
Okay.
Okay, so we need like a label maker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm gonna have this recorded, I can do that.
You'll have it. Yeah.
So this is your battery disconnect. If you needed to do some type of work on your batteries or something, I know, but
Or somebody.
just
yeah.
somebody else,
yeah.
you can turn off all your batteries.
Okay.
So that's your battery disconnect. That should be your generator start.
Okay. And
Have you ran your generator?
yeah, it came on, but I was in my driveway and I was low on gas, so the guy didn't want to
Okay.
leave it running for very long. But it came on, and I was amazed at how quiet it was.
And that's your leak detector, your LP gas leak detector.
Okay.
And these really need to be tested and replaced every
in here.
so
What
often.
they make of
And
them?
so you know the difference between your gray and black.
Uh-huh.
Correct. Okay, your fresh water, that next to the water hose was that hose.
The big round one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you put your water hose in there, and there you have a freshwater tank. And that way, if you're out boondocking, like out in the desert,
I didn't do that.
then you can, that's when your water pump comes in to play.
And that's
Okay.
when I get water in the kitchen.
Well, if you're not connected to a water hose, you turn on your water pump, it pressurizes the freshwater tank and gives you water at wherever you need it. Toilet water, you have so here's the switch to the water heater.
Okay.
So all you need to do is turn that on, and there it's the little light says
Something hot. Pilot
Out.
hot. Pilot out.
out.
Oh, that's what the guy was using the flame
Okay.
thing for.
Okay.
Okay, you need a lighter
No,
thing.
you have an
I have an
igniter.
electric
Yeah.
starter.
So you just turn on. This is your front burner here.
And that one back there doesn't work.
Okay, so you turn that on to light, and then. Oops.
Or at least he says it doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay. Well, as long as I've got one burner, I'm fixed.
Really
Yeah, one thing
neat.
that I make the mistake of that is you want to turn it off. You do like that. That's not off. That's low. So you have to be really mindful
To go
to make sure. Well,
off.
and that one wasn't
more.
I tell you, a secret is to just make sure when you walk by, make sure, because sometimes I can lean up on it and it turns it, and it just like that, and it lets gas.
And it won't push in if it's not in the right place.
So
Okay.
just always check these, when you walk by.
I'm
just
gonna
make
be
sure
a
they're
pro, you guys.
You are.
all off. You see this area right here?
Yeah.
That's where the gas is going to come out.
Okay.
Okay? And the only way you can make that happen is this is your oven's thermostat. So you have to put it on, pilot on. Okay? And it's on. And then now you want to get down here and light. This is
hold
why-
it in.
yeah.
That's a safety one.
And just,
Wait for it to do it.
yeah. You got to get down. Oh, there. It's lit.
So that's what that little noise was that I heard.
Yeah, do you see the little flame?
Yeah.
So you want to hold this end up here and, for like 5 seconds,
Till
10
the rest of
seconds.
it goes.
No, right now I'm just lighting the pilot light.
Uh-huh.
So if I let go of that and it's still lit, now you can turn it to the temperature that you want.
Oh.
I always close the door and not look in here when I do that because it doesn't do that. It goes.
In case you get a bobo.
Yeah, so I do that, turn it over to 350, and then it will
Heat up. And I did buy
I
a
turn
thing
off
to
all my pilots. I never leave a pilot on.
Okay.
Just-
So you light it every
Yeah,
time.
but I don't cook in the oven that often. But when I do,
What are those other 2 switches for
lit.
down there?
Still
No.
lit. Well, the
yeah, but it's not.
It's probably filled with dust.
Yeah, it should. That whole bottom part should be. There we go. You want to see the difference? in
oh
the
yeah,
flame now?
yeah,
bigger?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now you can adjust your temperature to whatever you need it to be.
Okay. So I just have to be more patient
Yeah.
and make sure it has gone
Like
out.
that.
Yes.
This is your electric step.
I finally figured that out.
Yeah. And your truck light and porch light. So there's your porch light.
Any other questions, ma'am?
Only thing is the hot water hot water.
Oh
heater.
yeah, he said he didn't know whether, because he had emptied the black tank and it still showed that it had stuff in it,
Yeah.
and the gray tank too, and so he didn't know whether the sensor was not reading it right or whether it really had
That's
stuff in
common.
it.
That's common.
And that's what the RV guy told
Yeah.
me.
They
Emmy,
just-
don't cry.
It's just common that those sensors don't work properly.
So right now it looks like they're full, but they haven't been
Right.
used in forever and ever.
yeah.
Well, the gray tank doesn't look full. Maybe
I-
it's reading now because it's getting
Yeah,
more water in it.
All I do with my potty is I turn the water so water's not draining in there, and I just get a flashlight and go, okay, it's time to go dump.
Oh.
I don't go off my sensors because they
Do
don't
you use any little dropping things that, or
No.
powder or anything? Okay.
I've used Dawn dishwashing liquid and Calgon soap and mix up just a toilet bowl full, clean my toilet bowl, then flush it. And that Calgon keeps things safe or soft.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to clean those sensors, but
Oh.
I'm not into buying the
I know
gimmick.
with our barbecue thing at home, it's propane.
Here is your generator start and stop. Have you tried to?
He did. Does the engine have to be on for that? Okay, let's go ahead and do it. He did it, and it was working fine, but we didn't want.
Oh, almost.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
But once it got going, it was.
Generator act like you're just plugged into your 30 amp circuit. You can run your air conditioner, you can run a microwave, you can run anything that you'd run.
As long as you don't run out of gas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's not working. It should have stopped by now. That's what that.
Maybe I have to go do something else.
Yeah, you should be able to stop it right there.
Are you gonna need my keys to try to look at my
I'm gonna turn it
generator?
off.
Okay.
Did you say yes?
No.
So my inside switch may not work,
Yeah.
and I might have to come out and do that.
Yes.
Doesn't seem to be working. Yeah.
Okay.
So you saw, I just take this door off.
Uh-huh.
It was like that.
And switch that button to the right.
Yeah, turn that, open this, and then you'll just turn it off there. It says stop right here. I can start it here too.
It looks like it has an oil thing where I'm supposed to put oil in it, that yellow cap that
Yeah,
turns to
here's
the
your
right.
oil. It has an air filter. Need to be replaced.
Okay.
Your battery.
And
That's
he
his.
told me how many hours were on it. It wasn't all that many.
Yeah.
You actually have a battery disconnect here too if you need it.
Which one is that?
That yellow switch,
Okay.
but you can do all that from inside.
Okay.
And
really, as long as you go by his numbers in there, that battery will last a long time. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a stink bug.
so this is where you fill your freshwater tank.
Okay.
So driving down the road, you want to wash your hands. If you have water in here, then you have water with you. Just be aware that if you're going to boondock,
But I need to have it.
yeah, you need to have a full tank. But if you're driving down the road, it's weight, so it also affects your gas mileage.
I
So you
wonder how
kinda-
big that is.
20, I'm going to guess 25, 30 gallon.
There's gas
Gasoline.
cap.
I love, like, what is that? Sewer hose, you can put your sewer hose in there.
Oh, you think it'll hold 20 feet? I didn't think it
Probably.
had one of those.
Yep.
And so you're familiar with dumping and...
No, but yeah, but no.
It's a message, Arb.
I do have gloves that you throw away every time, and I've got some gloves that you
Yeah,
reuse.
that's what I...
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's storage. There's your sewer hose, your water, probably a...
He told me not to use that, so I bought a new one.
Yeah, this is probably he used for black water, to
Oh.
rinse out his tank, or to rinse, his hose out or anything like that.
Okay. And this is where I hook up.
Yes.
Did y'all watch the one where he repaired this?
They put in there.
Well, it was either
Oh.
big bucks or small bucks, and they figured out a way to fix it without it.
Oh yeah.
So this one,
Yeah.
I'm assuming, is your water, your gray water.
Gray water on the
And
right.
then this is your black water.
Yeah, and they made it a little bit difficult to get to the black water pool,
Yeah.
but
You'll
I
have
can
to
do
come
it.
through here and pull, and then this one.
And my new thing will just snap onto that. You know,
Mhm.
when I turn it, it'll hook into
Mhm.
place. Okay.
And then pull your black water first.
Okay. And
You
then
know, and
rinse
then,
it with the gray.
Yeah, you rinse it with the gray. That way, it clean out your hose.
Okay.
So.
And when I get back home and I want to empty out my tank of clear water, or, water,
There's
just run it through the faucet line, or the hose is in the.
There's a
attachment?
drain probably underneath. It's probably going to be hard to get to.
Yeah.
But if you want to do that, then there's different theories.
Yeah, I'll look
People
it up
have
on YouTube.
people have different theories. I would never keep a full tank, but I would leave my faucets open if it was going to freeze or something. And also, this is your propane tank. So if you need to go get propane,
I did.
okay.
I
so
filled
you-
up with gas and propane
Okay,
before
so
I
you
left.
know this is where you
And,
fill up
and
your
he
propane.
asked me if I wanted to. I'm glad that I went someplace where they would do it and talk to me.
Yes.
Because I said, well, that looks easy for me to do next time. And he said, no, you have to be certified. And I said, oh, well, that's a good thing to know.
Yes, you just
But
let
he
them
asked me
handle that.
if I wanted him to leave it on or off, and I told him on. So he turned it to the right. So.
Yeah, this is the only one we haven't got working yet.
And what does my hot water heater do?
It'll heat your water so you can take, it's like probably a 20-gallon tank. Heats that water that's in that tank, and then you can wash your dishes, take a shower, and you have hot water.
Or I have a thing to plug in electrically that I can heat water in. That would work if it's not working.
Yeah, right now it's not working.
Unless she thinks she can fix it.
Well, it just says pilot out, and that's...
So it's supposed to have a pilot light?
Anything propane will have
Yeah.
a pilot light.
correct.
Ah,
Yeah.
so
Which it may be
the
maybe
pilot
a
should
control
be,
board.
Yeah. Yeah.
it might be what?
Well, it could be in here. This is probably a control board or something,
Okay.
but
so
it's not detecting because here's where your gas would come out.
Uh-huh.
So it would send the gas through here, and it lights the flame in there and heats the water.
Okay.
So that's
something I'll need to get fixed.
Yeah, you
and I
probably
don't
need-
need it now.
no, not right. I mean,
So
but yeah, just find out about the hot water. 'Cause it's not getting the
She's
gas.
happy camper right this minute.
yeah,
so.
she loves it. Yeah.
So there's a channel called Camping with the Kellys, and the husband Jason works on RVs.
Oh.
So if you could find somebody like that, and there are a couple more people like that
I
too.
think I'm subscribed to them.
Yeah, and so they're going to be in court. So that's the only reason I brought them up. You know, somebody like that would be able to fix this sort of thing, and it's probably going to be cheaper than trying to take it to
Right.
My RV
a
guy.
RV guy.
Center.
Center.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to put this video on YouTube, and it's, what do you want me to title it so you can find it? Passin Time's tutorial.
It depends on.
BT Cruiser, how to work
So
things.
if you ever come out here and this is hot, this is your furnace.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
It's loose, and I fixed it because this screw is supposed to be hooked under there. But next time I looked, it was undone again, so I'm going to have to bend
that
it.
spring.
Yeah, the spring.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to have to bend it a little bit more
And that-
so it'll stay
This
in place.
is important because all this is for is to keep wasps out of there. Wasps love to go in there and build nests.
It's real important to have that
My
on there,
husband
yeah.
used to use like steel wool or something like that inside it.
and then
and
this
some
is
other-
your refrigerator.
Okay.
The out, the other's your refrigerator right here on the inside. So this is the. If you had to get into it, somebody, that's the refrigerator.
All right, very good.
Now you're going to post this publicly on your website?
Yes.
Oh no!
You know why? Because a lot of people have the same questions you do.
I wouldn't have acted quite so dumb.
You aren't dumb at all. This will be good to have it on film for you. So
Definitely.
if you ever have any
realize what my
questions.
memory's like already, huh?
No, it's anytime there's so much to learn.
Well, and it's new.
You're like, okay, I got it, and then tomorrow you'll be like, no wait, where
I got
was
my
that
keys
switch?
if you want to look.
Yeah, so don't worry about that. You're no different than any of the rest
And
of
I
us.
can't lose them because I'm